astronauts. They can control firemen and policemen who have to go into very dangerous situations. And why not put a surrogate in the classroom? This could be the future of education. Remember when we were young, we used to play hooky when we were young. Remember? We used to ask our mom, "Mom, can you write a letter saying Johnny is sick today?" Well, those days are gone. Because every kid now will have a surrogate. The surrogate will be in his seat with his picture in the surrogate. The teacher will be able to talk to the child who's sick in bed via closed-circuit TV. So isn't the future wonderful? You'll never be able to play hooky again, ever. They will always know where you are from 9 to 5. And the mind is connected to your eyes, so why not connect the internet directly to your eye? This is the future of the internet. You will blink and you will go online. And who were the first people to buy internet contact lenses? College students taking final examinations. They will blink, and all the answers will be right there. And who's the second person to buy internet contact lenses? Vice President Joe Biden. So he doesn't say anything goofy anymore. The script will be right there in his contact lens. Can't get it wrong. And these contact lenses, by the way, can also recognize people's faces. How many times have you bumped into somebody at a conference like this and you say, "I know this person, Jim, John, Jake, I know this person." In the future, your contact lens will say, "It's Jim, stupid." You see him every year at these forums. And you'll see his complete biography. And if he speaks Chinese to you, your contact lens will translate Chinese into English via what is called Google Talk, which is comparable to the accuracy of a UN translator. That's how good it is. You will see subtitles. When you're in Rome, bargaining with the merchants, you'll know exactly what the merchants are saying because it'll be in your contact lens. And when you walk through the ruins of the Roman Empire, there's nothing left of the Roman Empire anymore, you'll see the Roman Empire resurrected in animation right there in your contact lens. So this is going to be amazing. Also, husband and wives will have their contact lens hooked up together because we all know that either the husband or the wife always does shopping the wrong way. So when the husband, let's say, goes shopping, the wife can say, "No, no, no, not that apple. No, no, that one's rotten. No, no, no," right? And let's say you're looking for a job and there's a cocktail party and there's some very important people at that cocktail party, but you don't know who they are. In the future, you will know exactly who to suck up to at any cocktail party. And so we're going to be living in the Matrix. We can record simple memories now, not tomorrow. Already we can record simple memories, and we can have the information loaded right in our contact lens. And who else is interested in this? The military. The military already has a working version of this called Land Warrior. I took a film crew from the Science Channel, and we flew down to Fort Benning, Georgia, which is actually my old alma mater. Okay, I was in the United States Army for 2 years during the Vietnam War. I went back to my alma mater, Fort Benning, Georgia, and I put on a helmet with a eyepiece. Eyepiece is this big. You put on your helmet and you flick it right over your eye and bingo, you're online. Immediately you see the internet of the battlefield. Enemy forces, friendly forces, artillery forces, armor, all of that right there in your eyepiece. So the future belongs to surrogates, exoskeletons to enhance our capabilities. And the military, as I said, is already dumping millions into this program. Next is uploading memories. We can do this now, and how is it done? Well, at Wake Forest University, North Carolina, they took a mouse. Inside the mouse, you see that little red thing? It's called the hippocampus. That's where memories are processed. All memories are processed in a tiny organ this big at the center of your brain. They put 2 electrodes there, and they recorded the messages. That's all they did. They tape recorded the messages zipping across the hippocampus. Then the mouse forgot the task that it learned over a few months. Then they reinserted the tape recording back into the mouse. Bingo! On the first try, the mouse remembered. History was made last year. The first memory was actually uploaded into a mouse. Who knows? Maybe one day we'll be able to upload the vacation that we never had. Or you college students will be able to upload the courses that you flunked when you were in college. The short-term goal is on the upper right, a brain pacemaker. A brain pacemaker for Alzheimer's patients. We're going to have tens of millions of them in the future, and they're going to be wandering the streets, not knowing where they live, not knowing who they are. A brain pacemaker to shoot memories into them. And then, can you videotape a thought? And the answer is yes. At Berkeley, where I got my PhD years ago, you can put the brain in a brain scan, and you convert blood flow into 30,000 dots. Here's how you do it. You put the patient inside this MRI machine, which then records blood flow in 30,000 places in the brain. Now, of course, you don't want to have to put your mind in this thing every night. On the upper right is the world's smallest MRI machine. We can now miniaturize MRI machines so they are the size of a briefcase. What is the smallest size of an MRI machine? That is, according to the laws of physics, this big. Your cell phone will have the power of an MRI machine. You will have more power in your cell phone than a modern university hospital today. In the future, when you are sick, you will go to the wall, because the wall is intelligent, and a doctor will appear on the wall, an animated doctor, not real, but he talks to you, and he immediately gives you the best sound medical advice. RoboDoc, right there in your living room. And if RoboDoc wants an MRI scan, he says, go to the medicine cabinet and take out your portable MRI machine. You will have a doctor in your wallpaper. Also, if you're in a car accident, Robo-Lawyer appears in your wallpaper. Robo-Lawyer immediately gives you the best legal advice almost for free. Compliments of IBM, which is pioneering RoboDoc and a Robo-Lawyer. Doctors and lawyers right in your wallpaper. So you take the brain, you look at blood flow in 30,000 dots, and then a computer analyzes these 30,000 dots and creates a picture of a thought. On the upper left is Steve Martin from a movie clip, and next to it is the image in the brain as reconstructed by a computer. It's not perfect, but hey, it's only 30,000 dots. A typical picture may have hundreds of thousands of pixels. But 30,000 dots, pretty good, pretty good. You can actually see thoughts in the mind. An elephant at the top, a plane on the bottom, and then what happens is, at Berkeley, these subjects sometimes fall asleep. They fall asleep in the brain scan, and the machine just keeps on going, printing out very crude images of a dream. Now, old wives' tales talk about lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming is when you are aware that you are dreaming. In fact, good lucid dreamers can actually change the course of a dream. How many people here, by the way, raise your hand, how many people here have ever had an experience that you knew you were dreaming as you were dreaming? Raise your hand. Well, it's true. In Germany, in Leipzig, Germany, at the Max Planck Institute, they put a lucid dreamer in an MRI machine, had him dream, and sure enough, you could communicate with him. He was fast asleep, and you could actually communicate with a sleeping person. He changed the direction of a dream. Lucid dreaming, now known to be correct. In fact, there are Buddhist texts on the internet which teach you, take several lessons, teach you how to become a lucid dreamer so that you can actually determine the course of your dream. And then, the big one. This is the reason why President Barack Obama wants to dump, along with the European Union, $1 billion to map the brain. Because one of the greatest sources of human suffering is mental illness. The Bible mentions mental illness as such an ancient affliction. About 15% of the population at some point in their life will suffer some kind of traumatic mental breakdown. So, we know that actors, actresses, composers, writers, famous people have been afflicted by mental illness. On the upper left, for example, is Lois Lane from the Superman movies, Margot Kidder. Several years ago, it was in all the tabloids. She was found stark naked, homeless, hiding behind trash cans in a bad part of town. Later, she admitted that she has bipolar disorder, just like Catherine Zeta-Jones and Carrie Fisher from Star Wars. Now, of course, we can brain scan these people, and we find out something fascinating. We cannot cure mental illness, but we know how schizophrenia happens. Schizophrenia affects about 1% of the human race. If you want to see a schizophrenic, just go downtown. The homeless people. Quite a few of the homeless people talk to themselves, along with people in the county jail.